All right. Well, see what else we have going on here. Not a good sign that we're getting rejected here. We're close to the lows.
On a small skin volume, Sandy Tango Michael Lima.
I had to play Jungle off of Spotify. I was late on it anyway.
On a small skin volume, Sandy Tango Michael Lima.
All right, thanks, Paul. All right, bot's looking good today. Markets are down about 30 on the S&P futures. Tilray, weed stocks, cannabis stocks here are trading higher. CGC looks like it's at the highs of the session. Tilray here pushing near the highs of the session.
YGYI Longevity popping here, $6.89 on volume coming in now. Yankee Golf, Yankee India. YGYI Longevity popping here, $6.89 on volume coming in now. Yankee Golf, Yankee India. AAPL, Apple, in 2018, with 9,000 American component suppliers and companies, an increase of more than 10% versus the year before. Alpha Alpha Papa Lima. That headline from Reuters on Apple. PCG, Papa Charlie Golf, February $15 call sweep now. That's Papa Charlie Golf.
Sounds like Paul got it fixed. Thanks, Paul. Hey, Paul, while I'm thinking of it, you know, I don't feel like it. I gotta get the Ninja Trader alerts programmed. I'm gonna try to do that tonight. So if you could set up a mailbox, and the plan is to have them go into the, we can have them go into the Rambot or somewhere else. Well, at least let's get it. Let's guess. If you could send me what I need to set that mailbox up. All right, so it's working. So if you're not hearing it, you could pause and play your dashboard. Mine seems to be jumping. I must be using a lot of bandwidth today. All right, good. Thank you, Paul. It feels like it's skipping. Alpha here popping.
PCG, Papa Charlie Golf, Pacific Gas and Electric, popping here, $12.37.
Alpha.
Some bullish coal activity on PCG, Papa Charlie Golf, PG&E. PCG, Papa Charlie Golf, Pacific Gas and Electric, popping here, $12.37. Seeing some bullish coal activity on PCG, Papa Charlie Golf, PG&E.
Let's see if we have anything in our scans that are picking up anything. I want to take a look right now. I got two divergences coming up on my watch list. So let's see what it is. Macy's. Wow, look at that move. Yeah, Macy's was a beautiful divergence, actually, and a gap down. I didn't even think of, would not even look at it. 60-minute time frame. Let's take a look at the daily. Oh, yeah. It's kind of a double bottom. Pretty decent divergence. I see. I don't trade Macy's. And then we have Qualcomm, which is showing up as a divergence, but not a qualifying one with the proper levels.
Prime Minister May spokesperson says not ruling out reopening withdrawal agreement.
All right, so let's see what else we can see. That Alpha, you know, it's on my screen. It keeps on moving every day.
Order pending.
All right, we got a bot trade here. I'll bring it up on the screen. Let's kind of walk you through. All right. Now, whenever we're closing near the lows, very difficult. I don't see a divergence here on my 1 minute time frame. The bot here may be picking up something, but I'm not seeing it here. I don't know why it's picking this one up here.
PCG halted on a circuit breaker now at 1270. Papa Charlie Golf spiking to a new high
I don't like
of
this one.
$12.70.
All right, PCG here. Bringing the chart up here. Sounds pretty good, Paul. Thank you.
In a headline, investors offer PCG $4 billion plan to avert bankruptcy. That headline coming up now from Bloomberg. That's Papa Charlie Golf. Shares halted on a circuit breaker.
Yeah, my my computer at home was on the fritz because of a window update.
Again, shares of PCG halted at the highs, $12.70, now up about 8%. Headline, investors offer PCG $4 billion.
I hope so. I hope we get this. I like to see that bot just continue to pick the spots, even though I didn't see it on my screen, but I know that the program is pretty accurate. Now you'll notice that the trailing stop is not moving up by tick. It's waiting for the candle to be completed. And I left that
investors, including Elliott,
right there because I noticed some other ones I was
said to offer PCG $4 billion plan to avert bankruptcy.
That's the closing candle calculation. And just let it be like that. All right, let me see if I can regain the music here. Probably going to get... Again, underneath the 20. Full rotation. CGC here, new highs on the day. We got new highs on the day on XPO. PCG here, it looks like it's still halted due to circuit breaker. Possible news halt too. And there's a little pop here that puts our trade into positive territory. Ah.
CAT Caterpillar on their conference call says overall China market to be roughly flat in 2019, following 2 years of significant growth. PCG is open now, rising to 14.15. CAT Caterpillar on their conference call
Says overall China market to be roughly flat in 2019, following 2 years of significant growth. PCG is open now, rising to 14.15. $13.40, hit a high of $14.15, and looks like was halted again. PCG halted again on a circuit breaker, second one now, and going right to 14.15 at the open, and dropping to $13.40 and halted
now
on a circuit breaker.
Trade. Is that true? Wow. All right. Let's see if we get that move on Apple. We got the Russell here popping back up here, trying to close that gap a little on the Russell. Might be a little change here. We got the VWAP back above us. It also is lined up perfectly with the 200-period moving average, so it makes a double level of resistance up here, double zone of resistance. Alpha here continue to push a little higher. Tilray a little higher. CGC looks like the cannabis stocks are on the move. The bloodletting stopped for a day in Altria. And the WDC here pushing back up here at 44 and change. Looking good. All right, we're probably going to hit here soon. Jacket.
Order filled.
All right, well, there it is. Locked in. I mean, every one is pretty much looking pretty good. All right, so let's jump back here. Now, I do have 3 scripts running, so just remember, by the end of the day, we haven't had anything on my, the real good one, which is the most, I would say, has the slowest one, or the one that has the I think the strictest criteria, hasn't taken a trade yet today. The divergence one is identifying the levels, and it seems to be looking pretty good as a trailing stop on it. And then there is
PCG, PG&E now falling after resuming again.
I shouldn't say that.
$12.41.
This one is actually the best one.
$12.25 now. $12.21 on
that one.
Papa Charlie Golf.
Is this one here?
Again, that report from Bloomberg headline saying that investors, which include Elliott, could offer a $4 billion plan to avert bankruptcy.
Or later today, maybe.
That's not confirmed. And PCG again halted now.
Still trending down by the lows, though. I mean, there is still weakness in this market.
That's Papa Charlie.
It's been quiet, though, on the political. I'm not hearing too much from. I guess now that government's open, there's nothing to be yelling about.
CAT Caterpillar on their conference call. Charlie Alpha Tango says positive price realization.
I was supposed to have
offset
the
by higher
carpet
manufacturing costs due to higher
I was sick,
material
so I
and freight costs.
That's going to happen on
That's
Wednesday.
Charlie Alpha Tango on their conference call.
Wednesday. Late afternoon. They're going to they're going to be here right at the close, so I might. Have Dawit here, Geronimo cleaning out the office while I'm working. And pulling up all the carpet, taking out some of the old furniture, well, at least the old couch here that has a tree growing out of it. I'm going to mount the TV on the wall, get rid of the TV stand. Hopefully, I just hope to feel better before that day comes along. It's Wednesday. All right, let's see here. Match.com, 5263. Pushing back up. I'm starting to get a little hungry too, which is a good sign. I'm telling you, put trains, planes, and automobiles on your list for tonight. If you guys need a laugh. I've really totally never caught on to that movie. All right, so what do we have here? Is there a little inverted head and shoulders, a little right shoulder here playing out? I don't think so. Let's go to the SPX cash chart. Again, they're not Can't make anything happen that's not going to happen on its own here. So I'm just waiting for a better signal. We can see we're underneath the 20. The pressure's coming down. We had a 2200 crossover. There's still a lot of negative little setups. There is a possible double bottom divergence here. There is. That is something we could kind of look back at later on. But I don't know. I'm not comfortable yet on this. I don't have a short script on this right now. I think what I'm going to end up doing is taking not the divergence short, and that would be fine, but this my other script, just reverse it. PCG back open here, 12.12. PCG back open here, 12.35.
PCG, PG&E resuming again and pulling back a little more.
PCG, PG&E resuming again.
All right, you guys have any
And
stocks you want to go over? Let's bring them up.
pulling
I wanna
back a
go
little
over
more.
some. Intelstat. Downward channel, breakout, retracement, classic bounce zone. It is a classic bounce zone. Very steep move up. Let me see if I could bring up something here. Hold on. Let me see here. Briefing. Come on. Oh, what do I want? All right, so this is what I want. I. February 25th, I got minus 38 cents. All right, let's take a look at NVCR. So Paul just texted me, got an email. Please close my account. I blew up my account today. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about newer traders getting into the markets. And there has to be a method to preparing yourself to get into the markets and not putting yourself out there where there's no safety net. You have to have a safety net. And I know it's hard if I don't know what this person's situation is, because everyone has a different, agenda in the market. He might have been a Forex trader. Who knows? He might have been, a listener. I don't know what the situation was, but eventually, you do get caught in the markets, but you never want to be in a position like that where it takes you out of the game. That's something we all learn from. So if you're out there new, the patience we kind of strive to understand, like the great setups, the good setups. These are the setups that I would recommend taking. It's hard because there'll be other setups, and actually this was
U.S. Attorney General nominee Barr says supports expansion of scientific research for marijuana. That in a Senate questionnaire.
There is a method, but to stay within that straight line, that very, very tight line of success and doing what you can to be successful. It's like going and being a piker. Remember in the movie Rounders? I don't know if you watched the movie Rounders about playing poker. Some people will just continue to just fold until they get a good hand, and they're considered pikers. They wouldn't take a shot. They wouldn't use any other techniques of bluffing people out of the game. They would wait for their hands and then bet. That's how they would make a living. And again, that's almost like what you want to do if you want to make a living and stay successful. You have to take on that quality, But it's hard. I understand. There's like, wow, what happens between this time and the next time? Maybe there's other opportunities here. Well, yeah, I get in like Alpha, new highs on a day. Yeah, I might want to jump into Alpha, 1,000 shares, $7 stock. I get in, it moves down. These are a little higher risk, but you don't know until you take them. That's part of the walking into the casino. There's always other games to play. Keep you sane.
Management says on January 27th, sent statement on PG&E Corporation to certain media contacts. That's Papa Charlie Golf.
PCG, Papa Charlie Golf, Blue Mountain Capital Management says on January 27th, sent statement on PG&E Corporation to certain media contacts.
Did I not get to that?
That's Papa Charlie Golf.
Oh yeah, we were looking at this one. NovoCure. Oh, this was a health stock, medical instruments. Great pullback, great divergence here. You can see the higher lows being put in here, the lower low. So this is really from this point on when it crossed back up. Then we pulled all the way back, got oversold. The next oversold level after a first rotation is usually a good bounce. And now at this point, it's so tough. I mean, unless they have something that I'm not familiar with the products, but something's good with this one. Man, it did run nice. I guess I have to do a little research on it to see why it's up here. We got new highs, Hershey's, JBHT, Athena. Let's take a look at JBHT, and then we'll play Jeopardy here. JBHT. Yeah, the blinds will eventually get you, right? This is a very easy, this is a very easy thing, that, high risk, but very easy to get into. You get yourself a little cash, you open yourself an account, you're sitting behind your desk, you have your finger on the button, you push that button, you have an opportunity to make money or lose money. I say take any analogy, anything that you love to do, be it sports, fishing, poker, gambling. There's a good analogy behind it that makes successful people successful. Some of the greatest hitters wait for their pitch, or have the discipline, or there's certain characteristics. Knowing where to fish, what bait to use, or what's another, again, anything, I always use fishing. I use poker a lot. NVIDIA. All right, so NVIDIA.
TELL Tellurian getting a pop here.
Take a look at NVIDIA.
April 12.5 call sweep.
And then we're going to get to NVDA. Now, NVIDIA got hit today, right? Came out, lowered guidance. Whenever this happens, there's a technique we watch. It's called a 5 to 7 day pullback. First thing we always do is watch for the bounce up to the 20-period moving average. Probably the first thing we talked about this morning. I said, watch that 20, where it's going to open up, and where that 20 is going to eventually come down, and where that price meets the 20 is probably a trading opportunity. It always is, especially in a situation like this. And if it actually blows through that, that's giving you a good indication anyway, because 90% of the time, this is what happens. The hard part is getting your entry. Like, am I going to get in here and move up? Or am I going to move down to here and move up, or down further? So this is the danger zone. But usually you do get that move up to the 20-period moving average. So NVIDIA got that. At this point, it's just tough. I mean, it's a 5 to 7 day pullback zone. I tend not to mess with this too much. I mean, this would have been the trade, is to buy into that weakness, look for a push up to the 20, and get out of Dodge. But at this point, are we going to, there's just as good a chance of this rotating back down to the lows. So there was a video I did. It's called the DTR, or it's called the business plan, and it's trying to set up your trading like it's a business. So determine what trades you're going to take. For me, it's a business plan. It's called, I have a playbook, a business book. Inside are the different trades that I'm looking for. If they qualify, I want to take them, and I want to establish a rule for each trade setup. The Divergence has a very strict business plan wrapped around it. Know where to get in, know where to put the stop, know where to take your losses, know where to take your profits, know when to let it run, and know when to take faster profits. Now, that's the business plan for Divergence. I have that all lined up for you. That's, if you don't know that, don't have that information,
CAT, Caterpillar,
let me post
Charlie
the
Alpha
video.
Tango on their conference call says
I think that's one of the better videos.
Cost company over $100 million in 2018.
I wonder if that one's in the forum.
That's Charlie Alpha Tango.
Business plan. I think it is. And I know the town's waiting to get back to doing what he's doing. He wants to play some Jeopardy. So let's play Jeopardy, and then I'm going to post that link of that video. It's a great video. It's a business plan for trading, and it's based off of that Divergence setup. And I have all those videos. A lot of them, you get all of them if you subscribe. If you're a lifetimer and you get the School of Stock, or do you want to subscribe to the School of Stock, which is an educational program. You can check it out at theschoolofstock.com. In 2019, that has been added on as a premium product that goes along with lifetime membership, so you automatically get the School of Stock with a lifetime membership. But if you want it, you're not a lifetimer, that's fine. You can still get it. Just go to theschoolofstock.com. You'll see all the information, all the lessons you get there. But as a member, I always give you a bunch of stuff that you need to get started here at Day Trader Radio. One of them, my favorite videos, is that business methodology video. How to set your trading up as a business, how to trade the divergence. So let's work on that next. All right, let's turn this audio off for a second. And I hope Alexa could hear me. Because my Siri doesn't understand me now with my cold. And I'm mad at her. I'm very mad at her. I'm yelling at her the other day. Set alarm! Set alarm! Siri, what time is it? She just silenced. Alexa, play Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy!
Thanks, Johnny,
No,
and
take a
welcome,
look.
players.
The first category is plant the flag. Like in the Great Seal of the U.S., the U.S. Virgin Islands' flag shows an eagle clutching this kind of branch.
Repeat. I don't know. Olive branch?
Again, the category is
I just know olive.
plant the flag. Like in the Great Seal of the U.S., the U.S. Virgin Islands' flag shows an eagle clutching this kind of branch.
What is an olive branch?
Great.
Not a
Second
not
category is-
not a cannabis
TNXP, Tonic
branch.
Pharma granted European
Celebrities, they're
patent
just like us.
titled Method for Treating
This Kiss singer
Neurocognitive
put his money
Dysfunction.
where his mouth is
That's
when he
November
insured his
X-ray
trademark
Papa.
tongue for $1 million.
Repeat. Is it Ace Frehley or Gene Simmons?
Celebrities, they're just like us. This Kiss singer
Low
put his
tick
money
alert.
where his mouth is when he insured his trademark tongue for $1 million.
Who is Gene Simmons?
Shares of Tonix Pharma popping to a high of $2.12. That's Tango November X-ray pop-up.
Again,
Repeat.
the category is nonfiction.
Sorry, I had to.
This
vote
first
that
female U.S. Secretary of State wrote 2018's Fascism, A Warning.
one. Repeat.
Please give your response. You can also say, I don't know, to continue, or
Okay,
repeat,
Lisa, right?
to hear the clue again.
Who is Albright?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
It's Albright.
The next category is
I always mess it up.
blackjack. Sweep the palm of your hand slightly above the
Low
table
tick alert.
to tell the dealer you want to do this, which means you want no more cards.
Want to stand?
Yes, that's it. The fifth category is ace showing. The response includes A, C, E, in order.
Oh, a lot of
It's a
gambling.
fake pill given to test subjects as a control. Please give your response.
Oh, what is that called?
You
Placebo.
can also
All
say,
right.
I don't know,
I'm like-
to continue,
I'm
or
trying to
repeat,
spell it with an A.
to hear the clue again.
What
TSLA,
is the
Tesla,
placebo?
Financial Times reporting
Correct.
Saudi Arabia
The sixth
slashes
category is-
exposure to Tesla.
Insurance. It's what the H in HMO stands for.
Repeat.
Shares of Tesla
Again, the
dropping here
category is
293.58.
insurance.
Is it health?
It's what
Again,
the H
Financial
in
Times
HMO
reporting
stands
Saudi
for.
Arabia slashes
What is
exposure
health?
to Tesla.
Yes, that's right.
All right, let's move on now to the Double Jeopardy round.
The next category is gods and goddesses.
Oh,
Neptune is Roman god of the sea, while this god is his Greek counterpart.
Repeat. Neptune and
Again, the
Poseidon. Poseidon.
gods and goddesses.
Poseidon.
Neptune is Roman god of the sea, while this god is his Greek counterpart.
What is Poseidon?
Great.
Yeah, baby.
The next category is the TV biz. Shows are sold by pitching this kind of sample episode. Producers hope will fly to the top of the ratings.
What is a pilot?
That's correct. The ninth category is
Oh, come on, Occidental Petroleum. Drop it.
geography. The response starts with E. It's the most populous city in Oregon, after Portland.
Repeat. I didn't hear it. Eugene? What? I didn't hear it. I know
Category
Eugene.
is geography.
Eugene.
It's the most populous city in Oregon,
That's because
after
of the
Portland.
colleges. What is Eugene?
Great. The next category is award etymology.
Oh boy.
The Pritzker Architecture Prize was established by and named for the founder of this grand hotel chain.
Repeat.
Again, the category
Waldorf?
is
Or
award etymology.
Hilton? Or Ritz?
Pritzker Architecture Prize was established by and named for the founder of this grand hotel chain.
Repeat. Are you guys positive? Are you positive?
Award etymology. The Pritzker Architecture Prize was established by and named for the founder of this grand hotel chain.
Repeat.
Please give your response. You can also say, I don't know, to continue, or repeat, to hear the clue again.
Repeat. There is a Grand Hyatt.
The category is award etymology.
Hyatt?
The
For
Pritzker
grand, all right.
Architecture Prize
All right, we're gonna
was
go with
established
Hyatt.
by and named for the founder of this grand hotel chain.
What is the Hyatt?
Correct.
Wow, nice.
The next category is
Nice. Good job.
World Leaders of 2018.
Trade
In
Dominator YM
2018,
oversold.
Shinzo Abe won a third term as Prime Minister of this country. Please give your response.
Japan,
You can also
right?
say,
Yeah.
I don't know, to continue, or repeat, to
Shimei.
hear the clue again.
What is Japan?
Yes, that's right.
This is a nice candle here. This is a nice candle.
Oxymorons. John Denver and the Carpenters sang this quieter genre of loud music.
Repeat. Folk? Folk music?
Again, the category is
I want to say folk.
Oxymorons. John Denver
soft rock.
and the Carpenters sang this quieter genre of loud music.
What is soft rock?
Yes,
Nice.
that's
Order
right.
pending.
All right, let's see how you did on this set.
Wow. You got all 12 clues right. Only 1% of players also got all the clues right so far today.
Come back tomorrow for more clues.
Right on.
Are you up for another game? Would you like party games? Educational games? Geography games? Or hear more categories?
Geography games.
Geography games? Okay. Here are a few. I've got one called National Geographic Geo Quiz. It's rated 4.0 stars with 1830 reviews. Want to try it?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Here's National Geographic Geo Quiz.
Oh, I like the music.
Welcome to National Geographic Geo Quiz. Just
Order
say,
filled.
start when you are ready to begin.
Order pending.
CAT Caterpillar, Charlie
couldn't
Alpha Tango on
understand
their
that.
Sorry,
conference
because I
call
was paying
says
attention
expect
to the body here.
construction industry sales in China to be
I'm
flat
afraid I don't know.
What am I
after
supposed to say?
40%
Please say that
increase in
again.
industry
Repeat.
sales in 2018.
There is nothing to repeat. Say, start
BA
to
Bravo
start the
Alpha
game.
Boeing receives $2.4 billion
Start.
P-8A
Okay,
Presiding
I will
contract from
ask
the
you
Navy.
6 questions.
That's Bravo Alpha.
Here's your first question. Which state has a smaller population, Wyoming or Minnesota? I'm waiting for an answer to a question.
I
You
want to
can
say
ask me to
Wyoming.
repeat the question.
Order
Give me
filled.
an
Why I'm
answer.
oversold.
Say I don't
Low
know or
tickler.
say
All right.
stop to exit the quiz.
Stop. I can't concentrate.
Finished answering to these
Stop.
questions.
Stop.
Your progress has been saved.
I don't want to get.
Come back later today to finish.
This is a very choppy area right here, so I'm going to want to cover this here. We'll get back to that. This is a problem here. When we get down to a level where you have a breakthrough on the lows and it continues. We had a little candle, then a reversal. It might have been a fake buy program here. You can see a little buy and spike in the
Shares
volume
of
there.
Tesla. Tango
And then
Sandy
it just
Lima
came in
Alpha.
with some selling, and it is a very
Pulling back
choppy
further
zone
now
here.
to 90.58. Financial Times reporting that Saudi Arabia has slashed its exposure to Tesla, has hedged most of its 4.9% stake in Tesla.
So I think the weakness comes on this one. This one is the divergence weakness.
$290.
When it gets down to a low, it drops, it pops a little, then takes a little low and pops a little and takes another low and has that running sell side strength picking up here. But now, you can see now there is actually a small divergence here planning or forming. But that was a divergence one that kind of got run over before. The other one is still very good. It hasn't taken a bad trade yet. And I want to label that one as the original gangster. I thought it was labeled. I gotta label it so you at least know which one is activated. I gotta go back over here and show you what I'm looking at. Here's the divergence.
Sandy November Alpha
Slight
Club weekly
divergence.
$6 call
Little
sweep.
chop here. With the volume
Now
slightly.
in
Tradeometer
SNAP.
NQ oversold.
Sandy November Alpha pop
What's
up.
the market at right now? Dow is down 375. S&P's down 36. NASDAQ is down 119. All right, let's take a look at the pod, P-O-D-D. And then I'm just going to run out fast and get a sandwich and bring it back so I don't have to leave for the rest of the day. Yeah, pod here looking pretty good. That was one of the first ones to reverse and push higher. We looked at it this morning. It looks pretty good. It's kind of a running divergence. Sideways little consolidation, a little lower low, or at least a triple bottom with a higher lows on the stochastics is a divergence in itself. All started here with its first divergence, so now we're getting a little bounce here. All right. Let me take a look at the tradeometer too. The tradeometer didn't give us any signals there, which is interesting. The last signal was a good one, all the way back here at right before 10 o'clock, it looks like. So we did have a setup on the NASDAQ and on the YM, but on the tradeometer, the ES, we didn't. That might have been a clue too. Oh, excuse me. PCG, I'm not interested. I'm taking that off the screen.
CAT, Caterpillar,
Bring back the LUV.
says in a much better position to generate cash if there is a market downturn. Says will be very cost disciplined moving forward. That's Charlie Alpha Tango.
You guys remember this one? Let's play you one, and then what time is it? Yeah, let's play a couple songs. I'm just gonna take a fast break, let my voice rest, pick up my sandwich. Give me 20 minutes. All right, just a kind of a 20-minute break for lunch. I'll be back in 20 minutes. I got a couple great songs for you, and we'll keep the bot up. I'll keep the bot up on the screen. All right, I'll do that. That's not the bot. The bot. All right, let's remember this one. This is a good one.
Tradometer ES oversold.
Be right back. Should we name the bot Ivan Botsky? Ivan Botsky.
Tradometer YM oversold. I don't have a double bottom here. I might actually take this. Double bottom divergence.
Order filled.
It's going to be a fast scalp. I'll bring it over here.
Press conference. At 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time to announce China-related law enforcement action.
Concerned here is, again, buying the low. We had a little divergence, we'll call it double bottom divergence, but it doesn't look like this thing is going to hold here. Yeah.
Order filled.
I'm out on that. That's not working. All right, let me go get my lunch. Let me get my lunch. I'll be right back.
INTC. Intel and talk to invest $11 billion. And Kiryat got Fab. That's India November Tango Charlie. That from the Globes. That was out about 40 minutes ago. That's India November Tango Charlie. HPE, share block above the ESC at 1550. That's up Papa Echo. Acting U.S. Defense Secretary says has not been tasked with preparing a full withdrawal from Afghanistan. Says calls the Afghan peace talks encouraging. Shares of Caterpillar just off the lows now, 123.66 following their earnings report, down about 9.5%. That's Charlie Alpha Tango.
Order pending.
UL and UN, Unilever, Uniform Lima, Uniform November, says has acquired laundress cleaning brand for an undisclosed amount. That's Uniform Lima and Uniform November.
Order canceled.